Hello again, and thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. In my last video, I set up the Battle of Las Casas, Mexico to be gamed using the game system I developed and its mechanics. This is a fictional battle set just after the Battle of the Alamo. I also gave the backstory to the character Bill Baxter and his Texan posse, who were trying to capture or kill Mexican General Luis de la Garza, who was gathered in town with his Mexican army, and I gave the values to each of the characters and units. I had completed one game turn following the sequence of play, leaving off with Mexican Army Unit C becoming activated at their deployment position, but unable to receive any orders from their leader, General Luis de la Garza, because his card had not been drawn. In this video, we will continue with the sequence of play, rolling for each side's initiative, as we conduct another game turn. The first step in the sequence of play is to determine the initiative between sides, which is done by rolling 1d6 with the highest number winning the initiative. The Texan posse will be represented by the white die. The Mexican army will be represented by the red die. The Texan posse will roll first. This is a 7. The Mexican army will now roll. This is a 5. The Texan posse wins the initiative this game turn. The next step is the weather roll for this game turn, made by rolling 2d6 against the weather chart. This weather type modifier will be applied to this game turn. We are using the month of March since the Battle of the Alamo took place then, and this battle takes place shortly thereafter. This is a 7. A 7 indicates clear weather for this game turn, which modifier is a -1. Now we draw a game card for the side who has won the initiative this game turn. Then we will roll to activate the character or unit by rolling against their morale number, which must be equal to or less than it. This activates them at their deployment position on the terrain board. However, if a leader's game card is chosen and passes morale check, their entire unit is activated. So now we will draw a game card for the side who has won the initiative this game turn, which will be the Texan posse. We will shuffle and we will draw from the Texan posse side a game card. And we choose Patrick Harrison. So now Patrick Harrison will have to be activated by rolling against the morale number, which must be equal to or less than it, including the quality rating of the leader. A morale check is made by rolling 2d6 equal to or less than the character's or unit's morale number. Every character in unit's morale number begins at 10 and drops 1 point for every 10% of injuries or casualties. However, if the leader's game card had been chosen and passes their morale check, then the entire unit is activated. We now will roll to activate Floyd Patterson by rolling against his morale number, which is 10, and must be equal to or less than it, including the quality rating of the leader, which is Jimmy Baxter, and his quality rating is +1. So the overall morale number for Floyd Patterson is now 11. We will roll on 2d6, which must be equal to or less than 11 to be activated at his given position. This is a 6. Floyd Patterson has been activated at his given position. My apologies. It was Patrick Harrison that was activated at his given position, not Floyd Patterson. Floyd Patterson is under the command of Bill Baxter. Patrick Harrison is under the command of Jimmy Baxter. I do apologize. So here is Patrick Harrison, who has been deployed at his given position under Jimmy Baxter. The next step is for the leaders to relay the commander's orders. But again, since there is no commander for this battle, whoever the leader's order is directed to must make another morale check roll, which must include the leader's quality rating to take any action. Once a character or unit has been activated, then this morale check roll is not made again. Only the morale check to receive orders and take action is made thereafter. Because Jimmy Baxter's card was not chosen, who was the leader to Patrick Harrison, he cannot receive any orders. Therefore, this game turn is over. We now begin with the next game turn, following the sequence of play until a leader's card has been drawn and activated. This concludes this video. Even though we are still in the activation process, once a leader's card has been chosen and activated, then orders can be issued and action taken for the Battle of Las Casas, Mexico. Stay tuned.